from a fallout shelter somewhere under Seattle, Washington, it's the show you've been waiting for. Get ready to join your hosts, John and Kenric, as they talk comics, movies, and more. Now here's Spoiler Country!
Alright, welcome back to Spoiler Country. I'm Kenric, and that is Mr. Horsley. And today, John got to take the wife and the kids to Geek Girl Con.
Yeah, man.
Special
in Seattle.
Thanks to Jamie with Espionage Cosmetics, because they literally sponsored us to go.
Yeah, exactly. We met Jamie down in Portland at Rose City Con, and as you heard on that episode, she offered us passes to go to Geek Girl and do the same thing there. So,
and you took advantage.
We did. Well, we honestly, and I'll be honest, because Kaylee and I, we've been so busy, we forgot about the con coming up. And Jamie messaged Kaylee last week and was like, "Hey, do you guys still want passes?" And we're like, yes, we do.
And where was it at?
Same place Emerald City is at the Washington State Convention Center.
Oh, and how was it? What was the size? What was it like?
It was good. It was a lot smaller than ECCC
sure.
is. It was only one side, and it didn't even fill up the whole upstairs area. But it was condensed, but it was a lot. It was nice, and they had it was on four floors, right? The fourth floor where all the vendors are for Emerald City. That's where all the vendors for this were, but it was half. It was a quarter of the amount.
Yeah,
but the other floors had female superhero or female scientist themed room names. There was a room called Kamala, which was sponsored by the Pacific Science Center, which was a science themed room. And there was a Shuri room, and there was a Black Widow room, or stuff like that. Tons of rooms. We didn't get to go to all of them because we were just for time.
The Black Widow room.
Natasha room. Yeah, right. And they had I don't know what it was. I just saw it on the map.
Yeah.
Right? The only room we went to was the Kamala room, which was Kamala Khan for the science, right? And that was sponsored by the Pacific Science Center. And it was really cool. We got to make the girls got to make some putty glue, and they got to extract DNA from a strawberry, and it was pretty cool stuff. And they had an introvert corner, which is an area where if you're an introvert and you wanted to get away from people, you could go hide from people for a little bit, which was kind of funny.
Did they really? That's hilarious.
They did. It had a corner of the place which was called the Introverts Alley or something like that. And it was a place for you to go and just get away from people.
Darker and stuff.
It was.
So you can't see as much and just
right.
That's hilarious.
It was actually pretty cool, man. It was very, very girl centric. I think Jen said it best from Arledge Comics when she goes, "It's a lot gayer than I thought it would be," because it was very there was a lot of gay creators there and gay stuff there, but it wasn't in your face gay. It was here's a comic book with gay characters, or here's this LGBTQ stuff, and it was just
there's a lot of LGBTQ and gay stuff, but it wasn't gay.
right, exactly. It was really cool. It was fun, and what's funny is we went to the Planned Parenthood booth, right? And
Planned Parenthood or Planned Parenting?
Planned Parenthood,
okay.
Whatever one, Planned Parenthood, yeah. The big one, right? They had a wheel you could spin where they'd ask you a question about whatever you landed on, and Tegan spun the wheel, my 7-year-old, and it landed on LGBTQ, and so they asked her a question about LGBTQ, and it was which flag has pink, blue, and white on? Not white. Pink, blue, and something else on it, and it was what pride flag is that? And all of us were like, I don't know, but it was the trans flag. But Tegan going through the process of trying to figure out what LGBTQ meant, and then once she got it, then figuring out, okay, wait, what do these flags mean? Because she's seen the flags before, but she's never recognized what they were supposed to mean before. Okay. And just watching her little brain kind of process all this and go through all of it was really cool. Really funny.
Right on. How long did you guys stay for?
Oh, we were there for a good 4 or 5 hours.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And you only made it to one room?
Well, we went to one room downstairs, and then we walked the entire floor on the 4th floor.
Yeah. Was there a lot of artists there? I mean, is it set up like a small Comic-Con? I mean, what was the feel of it? I've never gone to I've never gone to a con that's girl centric. You know what I mean?
It was very, very small con centric, right? It was.
Was it more like Jet City?
Kind of, but it's it was more emphasis on clothing and handmade stuff. And there was a lot of artists and writers there and comic books too. But there was a lot of people who were making aprons. Actually, one of the people we talked to that we're going to hear in a little bit made geeky aprons. And the other one we talked to, she made candles with henna art on them.
Oh, cool.
And it was a lot of handmade stuff. It was kind of like a craft show too, right? Which was really cool. And then mixed in with comic book writers and creators and artists. And it was honestly, dude, it was actually really, really cool. And I really had a lot of fun there. And it was like going to a con that has a different feel to it, but it still has a lot of the same con stuff you like, but none of like, there was no big name, DC Marvel people there. It was all indie stuff and all girl-centric indie stuff. And it was pretty cool.
Nice. Well, that sounds like you guys had a good time at least.
Oh, yeah. The girls loved it, man. The girls didn't want to leave. They had so much fun.
Oh, nice. So is this something you'll do again next year?
Yeah, I think so. We're already talking about going. The girls are begging to go next year. And so we'll probably make it happen. And we met up with Roberto Hoyos from Throwboy there as well, which is cool.
Yeah, that was funny because he's like, who's here?
Right.
And I was like, Johnny's there. Johnny, I'm here.
Right.
all on messaging.
Right. We met up for like 5 minutes or so. We hung out and talked, and then we had to go do some stuff with the kids and an interview. And then we ended up leaving because Kaylee had an appointment at 4 we forgot about, so we had to get to her appointment in Kent before she missed it. So.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah, but I mean, we had a lot of fun. And
did you buy anything?
Sadie got a t-shirt. Bought a t-shirt for Sadie.
Cool.
And we got some free like candy. Oh, thank you. I forgot something. A lot of the booths there, because it's close to Halloween, we're doing trick or treating. So like kids would go around and they all had candy, and you could say trick or treat, and the kids would get candy or a little toy or something, which was pretty cool.
Nice. Well, that sounds cool.
Yeah, it was all in all. It was a pretty cool con. I mean, a different concept. I mean, the main floor was like your normal con, where those booths and artists and stuff like that. But they had a lot of other stuff. Like they had a pop-up library. They had the science area and a bunch of other stuff. They had a whole big like board gaming area and video game area. We could just go sit and play board games with people and meet people or go play video games or learn how video games were made. Like it was very much centered on like teaching and learning stuff with all this geeky stuff, which was really cool.
Oh, that's very nice. I can hear your dryer.
Now, what you hear is my cat playing with the frickin' blinds, and I can't get him to stop. Yeah, so all that clicking in the background is my cat with the blinds. So I'm sorry.
There you go. That's not bad.
Yeah.
So it's kind of cool though, because you got 3 awesome interviews today with some people.
I do.
That are currently at Geek Girl Con. Is it going on tomorrow too, or is it just today?
It is going on tomorrow, and I was thinking about going back tomorrow, but I think instead of going back to Geek Girl Con tomorrow, I'm going to drive up and see you tomorrow.
Oh,
so.
maybe we'll do some.
We'll do something special.
Maybe we'll do something special. So, but today you got Pandora Violet Phoenix with geeky aprons.
Yep. I don't know if Geeky Aprons is the name of her company, but that's what she makes, Geeky Aprons.
Yeah. Okay. And her name's Pandora.
Yeah. Pandora Violet Phoenix, which is really...
That's a great name.
She had snake bites, purple PvP. Lips, purple hair, the whole thing. And she was wearing a Doctor Who TARDIS apron.
Cool.
She looked fantastic.
Oh, that's so cool. And you have our friend who's been on the show many, many times. And every time Johnny sees Jenn, he has to interview Jenn the whole time. So that's kind of funny. So Jenn Arledge with Avies Stories. And then we have Antoinette with Candle Henna.
Yep. And Antoinette, she does henna parties. We're actually going to get her to come do Sadie's birthday party in henna for her.
Oh, sweet.
Because she's local, so why not? Right?
Yeah. Support local people. I think that's important anyways.
Yeah.
I try to keep all my money local as much as possible.
Me too. It feels better that way.
Well, that's why I bank where I bank, because it's a local bank.
Yeah, it's why I don't know what I do locally, but I do something locally, I'm sure.
I don't know what I do locally. I live locally.
Yes, I live and work
locally.
So I do. I buy gas locally from Costco. So if Costco's local to us. They're a Washington company. So there you go.
Hey, you know what? That is so true.
Yeah. From
use
Kirkland.
Use it.
There you go. I'll use it. All right.
Well, let's go ahead and listen to these interviews.
Yeah. Don't hit that car.
Why?
Because you're getting pretty fucking close to that Tundra.
Yeah, well, you won't let us listen to music.
I could pee on it from here.
You won't let us listen to music.
Because I want to record something real quick.
I want to listen to music.
You want to record?
With music.
No music.
Singing.
This is first blow of the country, so you got to be good.
No, you didn't.
No, I don't know. I don't know. We cuss more on both shows, I guess. I don't know. It doesn't matter. So what
are you saying I have a potty mouth?
You have a very bad potty. You've had the worst potty mouth of anybody I know.
Thank you.
You're welcome. That wasn't a compliment.
I'm taking it as one.
So we're headed to Geek Girl Con today in Seattle.
Yeah.
And we have some visitors with us today. Who are you guys?
I'm Tegan. We're your daughters. I'm Tegan. That's Sadie. I can tell my own name. And we're from the We have a video and a podcast. The Sassy Podcast and the Super Awesome Sister Show.
There you go. There's that. So, yeah, we're going to Geek Girl Con in Seattle. We bringing the girls, because, of course, we're going to bring girls to the Geek Girl Con, because that's what you do, right? Duh. Should be pretty awesome. We're going to do some interviews for Spoiler Country today and record some stuff for our show, Haphazard Adventures. And the girls actually asked if they could record stuff for their podcast, too. So it's going to be a fun day today.
We're just a podcast and fucking family.
Language? There's kids in the car.
Well, we already said that I have a potty mouth. You think I really stopped because of kids?
No, I know. If anything, the kids make you cuss more.
They really do.
What?
So let's... we're going to, this is just a little intro to say, hey, we're on our way. We'll come in and we'll have some interviews with some awesome people we meet at Geek Girl Con, right?
And then we can listen to music?
Yes. And listen to music, okay?
I am in a 90s groove right now, and you are throwing off my groove.
I'm sorry, you've thrown off Katie's groove.
Wait,
yes.
You're, what's it called? It's from he turns into a llama.
Emperor's New Groove?
Huh?
Cusco?
Yeah.
Yes, we know. They know the reference. All right, here's us with some interviews, hopefully. All right.
Wish us luck.
You should have just done that and then asked me afterwards.
All right, so we're here at Geek Girl in Seattle today, walking around, and we saw these just gorgeous aprons. And here with us, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Pandora Violet Phoenix.
That's a cool name.
That is thanks. And she makes all of them.
I do. By hand, from the bias tape to the cuts of the vinyl, it's all 100% me.
How'd you get started?
Actually started with gothic clothing. Back in college, I wanted to have cheaper clothing than what I could find in the store. So I started shopping dollar a yard places in Los Angeles and started making gothic clothing. I transitioned to fandom slowly since about 2013, 2014. So since then, I started out with the TARDIS apron, and that was my original design, and it exploded. And I was
It's very cool.
Oh, was I okay? So
did I land on something?
Yeah. So and this just kind of just kept going, kept growing. I kind of got pushed further away from the gothic fan line and more towards the fandom because more people connect with geek and fandom than they do with goth. Goth is like a smaller subculture, so it's really hard for me to keep my roots and still do all of this. So it's kind of my way of being able to have a career that I can work and do the things that I love and at the same time do the gothic things that I want, have piercings and crazy hair color and not have somebody tell me you can't do that.
Yeah, no, it's just awesome. You have ties, you have
the ties are cool. I like the ties.
You have hair bows, the skirts, there's bags, there's just stockings. I mean, everything. It's just so amazing. It's very well done. It's, just something that I was like, what? Caught
We
my
stopped
eye.
mid-walk when she saw the Harley Quinn one.
Yeah.
He's a big Harley Quinn fan, so.
That specific, the Harlequin apron, that one takes me about 8 hours for each one, but I try as hard as I can to do the waist sizes 20 to 50 because the ones that I usually carry and try to take to shows, I go up to a 50-inch waist, so I want to try to fit everybody.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Fans come in all shapes and sizes, and it's very nice.
I actually sell out of my bigger sizes faster than the smaller ones, so I'm like, okay, well,
whatever works, right?
Right?
Yeah. And so you're based out of Whidbey Island, and kind of what's your next thing? Do you have any ideas of what you're going to do?
Kind of flat-footed there.
No, I'm just a DJ for the fashion show tonight.
I really don't know.
I really liked, so we were looking through the book, and she said if you have an idea that is not here, you get a discount. Because it's hey, you're giving me your idea, but I'm gonna, it's win-win.
Well, okay, for example, that apron specifically, the Oogie Boogie design. It's an inspiration. It's not something that's supposed to look exactly like the character. But the lady who specifically ordered that apron told me, kind of go with this feel. So I made hers, and she got hers for the lower base price. You're basically paying for the fabric and letting me play with your idea. And then if
Such a cool idea.
To my store, then I put it at the regular retail price because that means that I'm selling it.
Yeah.
And that actually is my hottest item of this Halloween season.
Oh, I'm sure it's very cool.
It's sold out multiple times, so I'm just
Oh
like,
shit, do you have a tick tie?
Yeah.
I do. I just have
I love the tick.
comes from the same thing where somebody comes to me and says, hey, can you do this? And I'm like, well, I'll go try.
Sure I can.
So is this your first year at Geek Girl, or very cool?
100% my first time at something this big.
Are you doing more cons coming up, or you try to?
Okay, so right now I have paid booths already at Washington State Summer Con. That used to be the Geek and Toy Fest.
Toy Geek Fest?
Yeah, they renamed it.
Okay. Her and I went to that last year. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, at the fairgrounds.
Yeah.
I did that one, so I just kind of rolled it over to next year. I have a tentative application in with Emerald City Comic Con, which is giving me serious anxiety.
That'd be a good show for you, though.
I try not to think about it, because if I think about it,
right.
You have a good helper, though.
she is my best friend in the world.
Just doing at least 2 more people for Emerald City.
Emerald City's
2 more people with you, yeah.
Yeah, it's big and lots of people.
But you're gonna do really good.
Your stuff, it was great there.
We'll see. Now I'm like, what?
Oh, you'll do fine. You'll do fine.
Each design takes me a week. So
Yeah.
I mean, between now and Emerald City, I have to not leave my house. 'Cause each week I can only come out with 1 new design. So it's
But you're doing great. You're doing fantastic. So thank you so much for letting us chat for a minute and coming on the podcast with us and kind of getting over being shy and
I am trying to kind of reach out more in the community because I live on an island that is
we're very familiar with Woodby.
Okay, so I live in a very small town, on an island way in the backwoods of Washington to me, and so when I come out to areas in Seattle,
But I'm like, yeah.
Okay, traffic?
Lots of it here.
Crazy. Yeah, we're from Kitsap, so Kitsap is.
Yeah. That is 40 years old.
Nice.
I'm
Question.
not sure. Yes.
So, hi, Jen. How you doing today?
Hey, John. I'm good.
Long time no talk.
Yeah, it's been 2 weeks.
Right, since Portland.
Yeah.
Hopefully you can say more on this one, right?
I can.
Yay!
I have new and more exciting projects now.
And what is that?
So right now I'm kickstarting my children's comic collection titled Avies Stories. And it's a queer inclusive comics collection aimed at early readers who are just getting into comics. Right now in our country, it's not a safe place for queer kids. It's not a safe place for trans kids. And being exposed to those themes is just good. Oh, please edit this. Oh, damn, please edit this.
What do you want to edit out?
I don't know.
You're doing great.
I am not.
You're doing fine.
I'll help you out here. You sent me a copy to read.
I have.
Yes.
And you never told me what you thought.
Bullshit, I did too. I will show you in chat. I told you as I was reading it. Hey, I like the. Shouldn't say shit. We're talking about a kid's book, but whatever, right? But I told you, hey, this story is good. This story is good. As I was reading it,
There is some good shit in there.
I actually really enjoyed it personally. I thought it was great, and I do have a review that I'm going to release on the website soon for your book.
Excellent.
I just haven't pushed publish yet because I got some other stuff up ahead of it. I got trying to get done. I forgot, to be honest. I'll be honest with you. I forgot about it. But no, it's a very good book. I really enjoyed reading it, and even as someone who is a straight white male, I read through it and enjoyed every story.
Right, and like that's really what I was aiming to do with it, is trying to infuse just good stories with queer themes. Like we have a non-binary snail, and like it's just a cute story about a snail, but like it has that theme in it that kids can take away, or that even older readers can take away.
And the best part when I was reading it is you can catch on to those themes, but they're not like in your face and shoving things in your face, but they're there, and the stories are good, and you can catch the themes, and I enjoyed it a lot, actually.
Thank you. I tried not to be too heavy-handed about it.
Yeah, that's a good word for it. It's not heavy-handed. It's there, and you can get on it, but it's not just like shoving it down your throat like some things do. This is a great story with these themes. Everybody can enjoy it.
Yeah, I've been sharing the book with different people, trying to get reviews. At the last con I was at, I was handing out free copies to kids and offering them an extra sticker if they came back and told me what they thought about it.
Ooh.
Yeah, so far everyone really loves the Pirate Puppies story.
That was one of my favorites. But I like the snail too. The snail one was really cute.
Thank you. And one review we got from an adult reader, he said, to find a story as beautifully written, as kind and gentle, and as thought-provoking as this collection is rare. That's
a good review.
It made me feel real good.
This is why I keep having you on the show, because you write good shit.
Why, thank you. And if you edit that, I just write shit.
Maybe I will. I'll just send that over and over again. Jenn Arledge writes shit.
It's
not wrong. I mean, you do.
I do. I just read a lot of it. Anyway, yeah, so it's on Kickstarter now. We ran it starting in October, and it's running until the 20th of November. And we chose that because we're aiming for winter holiday delivery. And we always ship 2-day shipping, flat rate shipping. So it'll be there for the first days of Hanukkah, and it'll be there all throughout the winter holiday season.
That's pretty awesome.
Why, thank you. And yeah, so check out Avies Stories on Kickstarter.
I will link it in the show notes for everybody. It is awesome. I love your work. You know that. So I'm happy to talk about you and talk to you every time I see you.
Thanks, John.
See, this one was much more friendly than last time, right? Yeah. I wasn't so aggressive with you.
You were less aggressive. I appreciate that.
Thanks again.
All right, so we're still at Geek Girl because we've been walking around.
Where else would we be right now?
I don't know.
On the Geek Girl episode, we're going to be somewhere else?
Yes.
Okay.
So walking around, saw some really awesome henna stuff, and started chatting.
Henna candles.
I know.
It was so cool.
Well, it's like henna and then on candles, but then it's on so much more. So started chatting and just thought, hey, this would be a good podcast. So go ahead and introduce yourself.
My name is Antoinette, and all of my handles are Antoine.net, all spelled out.
That's so cool.
That is clever.
It's my website too, Antoine.net. So it's a play on my name. And I have been doing henna for 18 years, and I have, in the summertime, I do a lot of henna on people, but then in the wintertime, people put their jackets on, and I don't have any skin to do henna on, so I started putting henna on things, especially using paint, so that it sticks really well, and I get to use all of the bright, shiny colors and glitter and everything, because Magic Magpie is my name, and it's all about glittery, sparkly things.
Yeah. And so this is your first year at Geek Girl.
It is.
And what are some of the other cons that you've gone to?
Oh my goodness. In the summertime, I do about 15 festivals.
Wow.
So it's essentially every single weekend. But it's mainly me doing henna on people. So I do folk life, I do the University Street Fair, I do a bunch of stuff like that. In the wintertime, I do some of the smaller craft fairs. I've applied to Urban Craft Uprising. I'm still hoping to get in at some point. I've done, like the Finney Neighborhood Association. And so just small, crafty kind of things. But I'm such a nerd, and everybody kept on saying, you've got to apply to Geek Girl Con. You're going to love it. And it's true. I have been, I've been walking around talking to all of the other vendors when I'm not at my own booth, just totally nerding out and having such a good time.
It's so cool here. It's so cool.
It's like I was saying how it's like we've gone to ECC and everything. think I left out EC3. And it's like these people are here, but they're so spaced out. And then here, they're all kind of together and then some. Like a lot of it, it's like, this is my first time. We talked to this gal that did really awesome aprons.
Yes.
And they're just amazing. Yes. But, you know, with like most nerdy people, introvert.
Very much so.
Very, very introverted.
I know all about that.
I do too. I spend a lot of time putting on a face. Like when I'm standing here and I'm interacting with my clients, inside I'm going, I really hate people. I want to stop smiling. Can I stop smiling now? No, I can't stop smiling yet. All right, I'm going to go home and I'm going to like massage my face because it hurts.
Yeah.
Because
when I do booths, I feel the same way. I'm like, Kitty, can you talk for me so I can just sit down and hide?
I'm not an introvert. I'm very much an extrovert. I just keep talking all day long.
I hire people to run the front of my booth when I do festivals, when I do henna at festivals, so that I don't have to interact with people.
I feel you.
That leaves you free to do your henna, too.
Exactly.
That's a good idea.
It allows me to do my art. It allows me to really focus on the person that's in front of me. I can handle people one-on-one. That's totally fine. But if I have to smile and nod and say hi, and yes, it's henna and it's brown and it lasts for about a week of good color and about a week of fading color. I've been doing it for 18 years. On and on and on and on. Everything that I say over and over and over again. By the end of the day, I'm just kind of fried.
You should record it and then push play.
Right? And I've tried making signs. Doesn't work.
Nobody reads signs.
Know how to
read. Nobody reads signs.
We've learned this. What are some things that you're interested in outside of henna?
Well, I'm in a band, sort of. I'm a musician.
Nice. What do you play?
I play violin, viola, piano, ukulele. I sing. I do karaoke competitions.
That is impressive.
Yeah, so I was originally a musician. What do you play?
I play guitar, bass, drums, a little bit of keyboard, but not much. And I played trumpet in 5th grade, but I don't remember how to play it.
Right.
We got to count that.
Right.
In fact, funny story, the fellow that's sitting right next door here was the bassist in my prog rock band about 15 years ago.
Oh, nice.
Seattle is a really, really small town.
It is.
Really not a small town.
Yeah.
I actually worked with a guy who was in bands back when I was in bands, and we actually played a show together, but didn't know it. I didn't know him, but our bands played together. And I'm like, oh, hey, I recognized your band name.
Yep, that happens all the time. All the time. Oh, you were in the XYZ band. Oh, yeah, that was me. Yeah.
Yep. I know. And they have a really good just indie underground. I mean, a lot of Seattle bands do make it because they are...
We breed good musicians. I can't talk. Musicians here.
Yes, they do. Well, because you don't have anything else to do.
Well, we have the infrastructure, right? We have the infrastructure that was put together back in the 90s when grunge was the big thing and everybody was like, here, we're going to put, there they are, the fairies. This is amazing. The costumes, you guys, the costumes here are just killing me. It's so hard to focus on anything. I'm like, oh, look, there's Princess Leia. Oh, look, there's a troll. There's, whatever. Yeah. It's hilarious. I'm having such a good time. This is about as good as when I've done henna at the Ren Fair.
Oh, nice.
Oh, yeah.
For the same reason. Like, it's just,
as nerdy as we are, we've never been to a Ren Fair.
Yeah, we have.
I have not.
Yes, you have.
When? What Ren Fair?
We have gone to the one...
Why don't I remember it?
Yes, we have gone to the one several times in Kitsap County.
The Ren Fair?
Yeah.
I don't...
Okay, so Bonnie Lake has the Washington State Renaissance Festival.
I've heard about that one.
It's huge. It's amazing. You got to go. Yeah, it's the first 3 weekends in August, and it's amazing.
So we just missed it.
You just missed it. Yep. This was my first year doing it. I was working for another booth, and I was so happy that I decided to do it because it was so much fun. It was a blast. This is amazing.
It's a nice Darth Maul.
It's a Darth Maul in a tracksuit with a fanny pack, you guys.
Beautiful.
It is.
It's Darth Maul Walker. Oh my god.
Can I get a picture of that? Yeah, here. You keep going.
It really is. We'll post a picture. It's amazing. He's got the pink little right?
The pink
you got the Thank you.
I'll put that picture in the show notes. He gave you permission, so cool.
That's amazing. I love it.
And he's got the pink little exercise, hand weights.
Yep.
Well, I love the mashups people do with costumes. So cool.
Yeah, so much cleverer than I am.
Clever?
Yep, clever.
We'll accept it.
Clever.
Oh, there's another one.
Nice. Well,
Really
any other questions?
amazing. Gosh, I have so many questions, but I think we'll just get distracted by these costumes.
All the costumes walking by. This is the story of my life right now. Like, hi, you want to buy stuff from me? I don't care. I'm looking at all the costumes.
Just throw money down and take what you want. It's fine.
Right. We heard another booth say this is a very LGBTQ.
Their exact word was a very gay con.
It is a very gay con.
Which is a good thing.
Which is
wonderful.
Seattle con.
It is a very Seattle con. There's so much diversity.
Seattle.
There's so many mashups, not only in, just like the different fandoms that people are putting together, but also the way that they are using gender, and it is so awesome.
Yeah, I love seeing it. I love seeing the different designs.
This is our first time at Geek Girl, and I love it. My girls are maybe not as used to it, so they're like a little bit more in awe.
It's good for the exposure.
They're young, so I mean, of course. And, you don't go up to somebody and you're like, oh, you're gay, They just don't get it. But if they see somebody that's trans and that's, just not trying to really put on gender, we have a kid with a bright pink dress on and he looks but is dressed as a she. That can be confusing for young kids, but they handle it very well.
Friends.
We'll give your day back.
Yes. Thank you so much for talking with us.
Thank you. I love that you guys came by and said hello.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So she has the card.
So we finished up Geek Girl for Spoiler Country here.
Yep.
Did you have fun?
I did have fun. It was great.
What was the highlight for you?
I don't know, just seeing a lot of them were girl owners. They were girl they ran the business, they like the sewing and everything, and I think Emerald City is more male based, and then I like that it's a very gay con. Very
LGBTQ friendly, lots of stuff about it there. It was really cool.
Super awesome. Yeah. Loved it.
Well, it's cool because it's very gay, but not in your face gay.
Yeah, and it's just good exposure, showing that people are different. They were people that looked to be male but dressed female, but didn't try to look female.
Right. And it was like, whatever, be yourself, man, have fun.
Right, and so that was really cool. Lots of kids dressing up. The costumes, as always, are amazing.
God, we had the Darth Maul Walker was great.
That was so awesome. We stopped talking for that one.
Mid-recording with the henna lady.
Yeah. I mean, that was a better abrupt interruption than the other one of, can you please do this? I have to interrupt. No, you don't. You just fucking wait a minute.
Right. But it was cool. I had a lot of fun. It was nice. We saw Roberto Hoyos from Throwboy there, too.
Yep.
I was going to interview him real quick, but we ended up interviewing the henna lady instead, and Roberto walked off to go check something else, and then we ended up leaving.
Yep. It just happened multiple times, I feel like.
We had to go because somebody has to get their eyebrows done.
I know, and now I'm going to be late because I missed the turn.
Right.
I have to pee so bad.
Don't pee in the car, please. I don't want to clean it up.
I won't.
Yeah. But that was a lot of fun, so I enjoyed it. I can't go tomorrow because we're busy, but we'll probably, I can see us come back next year.
Yeah, for sure.
And then I found out that whole science area was was put on by the Pacific Science Center.
Oh, I love the Pacific Science Center. Why don't they have shit like that there?
At the actual science center, they do, but it's not quite that. It's not that cool.
No, it's not that cool. They have it super awesome at the con. They had so much hands-on stuff, and the science center is cool. And maybe they've changed it, but I feel like it's been the same for the last 20 years.
We haven't been in a year.
I know, but it's been the same for 20. So,
you know what? I think that if we go again next year, which I'm sure we will, we should probably get there earlier in the day because there was a lot of stuff we missed.
Oh yeah, and
a lot of stuff downstairs we didn't go to.
If we don't come back tomorrow, then we just missed it. So
yeah, well, we'll see you next year, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Once again, thank you to Jamie from Espionage Cosmetics for sponsoring us to go to Geek Girl and do this awesomeness, and it was awesome.
Yeah. Peace out, bitches.
So what? No, peace out.
I thought we were peacing out.
No, I was going to say back to you, Johnny Kenric, in the studio.
Oh, back to Johnny Kenric in the studio.
And we're back.
And we're back. That was so much fun.
Yeah, that sounded cool. That sounded like you had a good time.
We had so much fun, man. It was. I can't stress just how. I don't know. You know how you go to a con and it's like go to like a big con and it's very like, it feels like everybody's going after you for their money because they want to make the sale, which is, I get, like it's all
I think
very
that's
heavy.
why I get so burnt out on cons.
Yeah.
Because it's
like,
all about extracting your money.
At this one, I did not feel like anybody we talked to had that mentality. Everybody we talked to was just like, let's have a conversation. Here's what I have. If you like it, cool. If you want to buy it, cool. If you don't, that's cool. Thanks for checking it out.
RentCon was like that.
Yeah,
I didn't
really
feel
was.
like that. Like with RentCon, I felt like people were just there because they all love the same shit. You know what I mean?
Right, exactly. There was no. I didn't feel pressured. I didn't feel like I couldn't go talk to somebody at their booth because I knew they were going to try and pressure me to buy something.
Yeah, like ECCC. I don't feel pressured to buy stuff, but the very act of how it is set up is to extract your money.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Because it's like part of me always feels like, why am I paying all this money to walk a floor where I have to buy stuff? And I get There's a part of me that gets frustrated with that.
You're buying for the experience, Kenric. It's the experience.
But what experience is it? I can go to the mall and get the same type of experience. It just happens to be a bunch of people that I want to talk to sometimes. You know what I mean?
I know. That's a whole deeper conversation.
It is. But I'm glad that you went to this one and had a good time. And that
it was good.
Yeah, that's really neat. I love how all the people we meet and then we end up becoming friends with. I mean, some of the people that we've met in the last 2 years have become part of our little inner circle.
I know, right? I mean, the best example of that is Kevin Joseph from Tart. You know, we met him at San Diego, and then we've both become good friends with them.
Yeah, and Stephen Frank.
And Stephen Frank, at San Diego as well.
Yeah,
you know?
and Andrew Sumner.
At San Diego as well.
Keep rolling. Well, there you guys go. So great. I hope you enjoyed this shortened podcast on Geek Girl Con going on in Seattle right now. I'm sure if you go to the door, you can buy entry tickets.
You can at the door. You can buy them.
Yeah, you should go check it out. It's a fun little con that probably needs a lot of local support so that we can see it again for the years to come because it's just going to get better the more they have it on.
That's right. And then next week, if everything goes right, we'll be at Jet City Con in Tacoma because that's next weekend, and I forgot about that too.
Oh my God, I totally forgot about that. We have press badges for that. So yes, we will be there for at least one full day to get as much as we can.
Yes, I don't know if I'll be there both days because I have so much going on, but I will be there at least one day with you.
Yeah, I won't be both days because it's a drive, but
it is.
I'll be there definitely the first day. Well, no, the first day is Friday, right?
No, it's Saturday, Sunday.
Oh, perfect. So I'll be there Saturday.
Yep, so will I. Perfect.
Well, there you guys go. We are, of course, heard everywhere podcasts are heard, and we're on all the social media. So just look us up, subscribe, check us out.
That's right. And if you want to call and leave a voicemail, 707-656-2080, 707-656-2080. Leave a voicemail if you want to read some awesome articles we're writing and stuff like that, especially if you want to read my review of Avies stories from Jenn Arledge. It's going to be up on our website, scpod.net. If you want to support what we do, we have a Patreon at patreon.com/spoilercountry. You can kick in $1 and get early access to all of our shows when we post them up there, which is awesome.
And it is.
Done. You know what? I think it's funny. You made my spiel shorter by taking out a bunch of it, then I made it longer again.
I know, you added in the Patreon and made it even longer.
Right. I mean, whatever. It is what it is. But it's,
it works. Hey, it works, yeah. Speaking of all that, I'm glad you read all this stuff because what happened?
It opened my mind.
Oh, my God. There you guys go.
Have a good one, everybody. See you next week.